Hey now, what's going on, everybody? I was talking about flight so bad. Now my camera look like his tonight. And I have another phone, but it's not within reach, so we're gonna have to just deal with this. Welcome to another night with Angry OG, sitting on the couch with a blurry ass camera for episode of the formula. As long as you can hear me, I think hearing me is better than seeing me. So I think I'm not even gonna worry about it. I'll just take the darts that flight took like a champ last night because I threw darts at him. Now he's gonna be able to throw darts at me, but I'm okay with that. Now tonight's episode have a few young men that's gonna come on and share their life experiences as far as a relationship is concerned, and I'm gonna also share mine. And I think that will go a long way into helping us get to where we need to be at relationship wise with our black and brown brothers and sisters. So at first, before they come on, I'm gonna lay the groundwork, the ground rules as always. They coming on, they're gonna open up and they're gonna share some intimate, private stuff on here, and we're gonna have to respect them. If you can't, we have no room for disrespect. If you got disrespect to offer up, I suggest you tune out or just don't say anything at all. Before we get started, I'm gonna have to pay some bills. So tonight's episode is brought to you by Little Exclusive Bakery with Cameron. Her big sister Kayla has Maywire Cosmetics. Their dad has all kinds of stuff, and I don't feel like going through the names of everything that he has to offer, but we already know what he has to offer. And we also have Mastermind Credit. I would play his commercial, but it's kind of long, and I only have an hour to do, so that take away from my time, like the commercial that we play for him. We're gonna try to get a shorter version of it. But with that being said, I'd like to bring in our guest. We have Mr. Shannon, Big Exclusive Rentals, going to be in the panel with me tonight.
Hey now.
What's going on, man?
Hey man, I'm happy to be here. You might want to put a little lotion on that camera lens, man.
It's on like Ashton Kutcher, ain't it?
Shit, Ashford and Simpson, man.
I'm down bad tonight.
You down bad tonight. But like you said, the words are the most important thing. As long as you get the message, it's gonna be good.
Yeah. So do we got my man Anthony Metlock backstage yet?
Not quite yet. Not quite yet.
What about the good brother?
Good brother. Hey, listen, we just had the good brother on Women's Wellness Wednesday, hosted by Tyrika Bright. The good brother insisted, because I first put him on, right? I said, this brother needs no introduction, so I ain't gonna give him one. And I dropped him on screen, right? He said, come on now. You got to give me an intro. I said, oh, all right. I took it back down, and I had to give him a proper intro.
Drum roll, please.
You got to make sure you give him a proper intro.
Drum roll, please. Just give me the drum roll.
I don't have it, but
the fake drum roll. Give him machine guns or something. We gotta give him something.
I got machine guns.
Because I know he's gonna fire him off tonight.
He for sure gonna fire him off tonight.
Bring the good brother, Brethren G. Samuels on. Look at it, he ready.
It's me, baby.
he stayed camera ready.
You know, first and foremost, I want to make sure it's okay for me to take my medicine tonight because your camera is fucking up my glaucoma.
Yeah, it's fucking up mine too, man.
How y'all fellas doing today?
I don't know what's wrong with it, man. That's crazy. It never does that.
Spit on your thumb. You gotta spit on your thumb and rub.
I did that already. I tried all of that.
Oh damn.
Yeah, so they just gonna have to deal with it, brethren. What up, Mike? What's going on?
Make it do what it do, baby.
That's all. It's better to hear than see right now.
That's right.
The Jews we gonna drop tonight. You can't see them, you can hear them though.
You already know.
Bloop. You already know. What's up, Tiff? Everything, Q. What's going on? What's up, Q? Mr. Cheese, what up, bro? Me. What's up, me? Thanks for sharing. I need everybody to share. And if you're on YouTube, like and subscribe. Tareka, what's up?
Ladies, evening.
Tiff, OT and Miller. Okay, Tiff with the big time share. What's up, Idea?
She hit you with the big time tag.
Yeah, Tiff to put like 30 names on there.
Yeah.
What up, Idea? What's up with you? Thanks for the share. We need everybody to share and engage.
Hey, Heidi, how you doing, baby?
Thanks for personally spoke to you, brethren. Okay, Dominique, I see you with the shares. He got to move up his lens. No, I did that already. I got to change phone, but my other phone is not near me. Okay, Tiff with the shout out.
All right, we're just waiting on.
So how y'all good brothers doing tonight, man?
I'm well, good brother.
I'm pretty good, bro. I'm anxious to be here. I'm excited to be on the formula. Shout out to you and what you're trying to do here on this programming. Nothing but mad respect for you for even making the effort, because this is hard and somebody got to do it. And from word on the street is you've been doing it, bro. So salute to you.
I think it needs to be done, man. It's time for our community needs some healing, man. We got too much pain. What up, Luke?
Come on, Luke. You still laughing at me, baby? I thought we was good, baby. I thought we was good, Luke.
Yo, Bianca, what's happening?
Yeah.
BB, what's up, BB? You don't love Brethren no more, baby.
Oh,
Luke, you up now after last night?
Okay. Tiff dropping. Tiff, you drawing a little bit. Tiff. So y'all ready to get this show started, man?
Brethren said, "Oh."
Mm-hmm.
Cause wasn't no jumping on when Brethren was on there. I can't imagine what happened after I got off.
You definitely can't imagine what happened once you got off. First rule of After Dark is we don't talk about After Dark.
Say that.
So what I want to get into tonight is like we want to speak about positive relationships we've had in our life, and what did we learn from them, like the do's and the don'ts going forward, and can you incorporate them going forward into having a healthy relationship going forward with a woman?
Okay, all right, I'm picking up what you putting down.
Yeah. So who want to share first? We're gonna let the good brother take his medicine. So I'm gonna let you go first, Shannon.
All right, so I'll go first. So I honestly can't say I've ever had that type of relationship that I always wanted. But what I can speak to is what I want moving forward in a healthy relationship. I would love a high amount of transparency. I would like a high level of communication, consideration. But I think most importantly, what I would like is understanding, right? And I want to say understand because most people would say communication, right? Say if you got communication down, you guys understand how to communicate with each other. But a certain level of understanding. And what I mean by that is when I communicate to you or we communicate to each other what our wants and needs are, don't just walk away thinking you understand what I mean. It helps if you ask questions so you can gain understanding, to get the overstanding that you would need to take action when it comes to implementing exactly what it is that we talked about. I feel like a lot of times in previous relationships, it was always like, yo, I hear you. Okay, whatever. Which drives me up. It makes me want to put my own head through a wall. I don't know if that's, how you guys feel, but whenever a woman says to me, okay, whatever.
That's dismissive.
It's dismissive, is in my opinion, is disrespectful and completely unnecessary because you're not trying to hear what I'm saying. You're just trying to placate me to get me out the goddamn conversation or pacify me.
Good brother.
It is unacceptable. So that's why I said, most importantly, I would like some understanding in our communication. Like, it's one thing to communicate what it is that you want. Be an active listener, so you get some understanding. So that way, moving forward, because now I want to know, like, do you understand? Like, that's my final question. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? I don't even know if I don't want to know if you understand where I'm coming from, but do you understand what I'm saying to you? Because ultimately, if the behavior continues, you clearly stated that you understood what I was saying, but you choosing now. You're making a conscious decision to ignore. And that's fucking disrespectful. Salute to Ant Matlock. He just entered the building.
What's up, good brother?
Good man. How you doing, brother?
What's going on?
All right.
He got that. That's Becky with the good hair right there.
You see him? You see him? Throw some perm on your attitude.
Why I gotta be all that, man?
What's up, man?
Nothing much, man. How y'all doing tonight?
I'm
We
doing
doing
pretty
all right.
good.
We have big exclusive in the middle of
dandy.
sharing his thoughts.
Yeah, so
on having a healthy relationship.
So yeah, like that's where I'm at with it. Like, just getting that level of understanding where I'm confident in walking away from a situation, good, bad, or indifferent, with some understanding and knowing that, you know, it shouldn't happen
Somebody
again.
got something in the background. I think that's you, Ant.
All right.
You got another window
Take me
open?
off for 1 second. Take me off 1 second.
Got you. Yeah, so that's it for me, understanding.
And that's big though, because we always talk about communication, but you can communicate from here to Liberia, and if they don't understand what you're saying, the communication is null and void.
Exactly.
You just basically talking because you got lips.
Yeah, exactly. And what Luke said, action will communicate if they understand more than words.
More than words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's definitely.
Let me bring Ant back.
Yeah, my bad. I'm back.
Okay.
Yo,
So,
I agree
good
with
brother,
you.
you got your medicine in? You ready?
Yeah, you want to ask the question again, because I think Shannon, I don't think he quite answered the question.
What's
but
up,
he
Lil?
gave us a
Well,
lot.
he answered it the way he could because he said he hasn't had a relationship that was healthy like that.
Okay,
Right.
so
he
could you
couldn't
ask
speak to what he hasn't had. He just can speak to what he wants going forward.
I was just saying, good brother.
Yeah, so
I don't want no smoke.
basically we want you have a healthy relationship now, I would think though.
Yeah. Pretty healthy.
And what have you learned from that healthy relationship, like the do's and the don'ts that make that healthy relationship grow and prosper?
Well, to be honest with you, good brother, and I hate to use this word, the whole self-accountability thing, but the reason why I believe that my relationship is so healthy now is from what I learned from previous relationships. I really don't think it has anything to do with the current relationship. And if I'm being honest with myself, on what I'm doing differently is something that Big Exclusive said was I'm more transparent, and I don't feel the need to lie about a damn thing. And people don't realize how much power that gives you when you can stand on your truth. See, the way I'm wired now is if I can't say it in front of you, I won't say it. If I can't stand on doing it, I won't do it. You understand? And since I've obtained that mindset, it's made my relationships a lot more healthy.
So that I want to that you know what, that just reminded me of something that somebody told me a long time ago, Freshman.
And
that's
still your connection. I'm sorry. Are we still getting that feedback?
I don't know what it
short-term
is.
stigma
I ain't nothing on.
from hurt.
Hold on,
save you
OG.
from the long-term suffering from a lie.
Say that again one more time, brother.
The short-term stigma from telling the truth, will save you from the long-term suffering from a lie.
Yeah, well, you know, especially when we're dealing with the woman. Let's take for example, let's take a cheater. Okay, most men are lying to the woman because he doesn't want to hurt her feelings. He's not trying to hear that, and that doesn't make it right or make it wrong. But let's speak about the facts here. He's lying to his main because he don't want to hurt her feelings. But she finds out 2-3 years down the line, and now you got to deal with that. When in all honesty, if you would have just stood on it from the rip and just told her before you did anything, she might have been said, let me join. You understand? And a lot of guys, they can't stand on that truth. And if you stand on your truth and be a man, you'll be amazed of how the women will submit.
Virgin, that's funny you say that, because I'm gonna tell you, man, like in in my 20s and my 30s, I used to be like trying to break down what does the word love mean to me, and I would use every letter and say what it meant. And that L stood for lie.
Ooh,
There you go.
that's heavy.
Love will make you lie.
Because I don't want to hurt your feelings. I really don't. I couldn't get to the O, the V, and the E, but that L was lie. Because
we all do.
I don't want to hurt your feelings. And even when I was in, you know what I mean, when I was in my backsliding days and I was doing me, man, I actually wanted to get court so everything would be over.
So it could be because it's a weight on you, man.
That shit is stressful.
You're constantly thinking about it when it don't even matter at certain times.
You just living the whole lie, and you just got to keep that lie going every day. Every day, you got to keep the lie going, advancing the lie, So that shit it's too much. Like it's too much. It's too much to do.
It's too much weight on your shoulders, man.
Yeah, you know the wildest shit I learned moving in these streets with women is a lot of times these women want exactly what you want.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. If you just like, it's true. If you just with some women, I guess with most women, as long as you don't take away their options, they're good, right? So if you lead like you want a relationship, that's how they gonna move. That's how they gonna respond. That's how they gonna treat it. Some women, if you say, "Hey, listen, I'm in town for the night, or I'm in town for the weekend," they'll more than likely it's a 50-50, yes or no. And at the end of the day, they prefer, as much as it hurt up front, like OG said, they prefer to take that truth. Yeah, I know, Tony. They prefer to take that truth than to have to deal with that insufferable long-term lie, because it's so explosive when it comes out later on down the line that at the end of the day, somebody usually ends up hurt. And those kind of scars, right? And I'm not talking about I'm not talking about physical scars. I'm talking about those mental and emotional scars
are worse than physical scars.
They cut so fucking deep that you end up like me in therapy, trying to figure it out, trying to get the understanding. Because at some point you start to, I can't speak for it. In my case, you know, I felt worthless. I felt unworthy of the type of love I was desperately seeking. So how did I respond to that? I acted out. I acted out in ways that was, you know, downright just unhealthy, right? Because it became a sport to me because I was hurt. How many women I could conquer. Because deep down inside, because I was still suffering, I wanted them all to suffer until I had to turn that mirror or get in front of that mirror, right? I always say therapy is like standing in front of the mirror and doing a self-evaluation. And you typically about to get in the shower when you stand in front of the mirror and you start taking off your clothes. Well, therapy was like that for me. It wasn't until I got an African-American woman, because she understood the nuance of the culture and the community, that I had the breakthrough where I was stripped completely naked and I was completely vulnerable in front of myself. I had to look at those scars that I had suffered, those emotional and mental scars that I had suffered so deeply, that cut so deep. I had to look at those. And it wasn't until I was completely naked and completely vulnerable and had the breakthrough, I was able to start getting the stitches to kind of stitch up those scars, to kind of start to heal those wounds. Now, I also am in the mindset that you are never 100% completely healed from anything. Because anything that you break, be it a bone or glass, no matter how meticulously you put it back together, it is never the same again.
Yeah.
So for me, it was that it was those scars and seeking the help that changed my mindset about what I wanted moving forward. It helped me discover who I am and then love on myself more. I'm not completely healed. I still suffer from, you know, different things that I speak to on on all the shows, frankly, that I get on that we talk about, but I won't know how I'll respond to those triggers until I'm put in that situation again. And ultimately, that's my goal, is to be put in those situations again, see how I respond, and see if it's, I'm healed enough to be able to love somebody the way I want to be loved, which is completely.
So
it's
my story began, I think I was like 19. I was about 19 years old. So the very first woman, well, she wasn't a woman because she was 18. Young lady that I ever cared about in my entire life, she cheated on me. So I wasn't fucking around or nothing, whatever. I really cared about her. She cheated on me. I found out she cheated. It fucked me over, right? So from that day forward, after she fucked me over, I vowed to never give a fuck about another female going forward. And I really carried that shit out for years and years and years, just out here in these streets, fucking with multiple women at the same time. It was fucking crazy. So eventually I had gotten married or whatever. I was 29, about to be 30. So I had gotten married. Now, the woman that I married, she was perfect for me, but I still had the dumb shit in me. So I start running around doing the same shit, the self-destructive behavior, and I had a good woman, so good in fact that when I left and got divorced, like my family loved her, my friends loved her. To this day, they still feel the same way about her or whatever. That they actually was mad at me for how I treated her and the shit that I did, and then I lost her. So, and I knew what I did wrong, and I knew where I had fucked up at, and it just took me a little while to learn from it because I'm stubborn. So I know exactly, my fuck ups and everything. And to Michelle Jones, I want to apologize. I know you're not listening, but I owe her the biggest apology that you could ever give somebody, because she was perfect for me. She was the perfect wife for me. When I say she was the perfect wife for me, I mean that shit. And today, if something was to happen to me today, she would come and make sure I was cool, man. Even after all of that shit. After all of that.
Yo, that's deep. Go ahead. So since we sharing stories, can I share mine?
Yeah, I know yours. I want you to share it.
All right, so here we go, right? So I'm gonna say this first. It'll be 18 years in September I've been married. Well, for the first 2 years, everything was wonderful. The next 3 was kind of rocky. We separated. I'm out there doing me. And I'm telling you, I'm doing me. Run across a woman who, man, was phenomenal. I mean, everything. Cooking, cleaning, knew how to keep a house, knew how to keep herself, was perfect. But I still had that attach of being married on me, and she couldn't do that. And I respected her for walking away, but that joint hurt so bad. Fast forward, I want to say maybe after that, 2 years later, me and the wife said we're gonna try again and get back together. Been back together ever since for the last 10 years. Man, when I tell you how strong she is, man, I lost my eyesight in 2022 of October the 7th to be exact. Lost my eyesight. When they say it got dark, it got dark. I was listening to y'all on the podcast to get me through. Went through the whole thing of, I don't want to be here no more. Take my life. I told her, get the insurance policy. You and the boy be good. I was ready to check out. She said, no, that ain't what our vow said. Our vow said to death do us part. And I was like, huh? She was like, yeah, no, you're going to fight. You're going to fight. When I didn't want to fight, she made me fight. I would call old head And man, I'm grown. I'm 40. I'll be 46 in April. Man, I was on the phone crying with him, man, because it was dark, literally. And I had this woman in my corner, man, who nursed me back to life. I mean, nursed me back. So then we sitting here this past New Year's Eve, watching the ball drop. My eyesight came back in 2020 in May. Came back in May. So I went from October of 21 to May of 22. I got my eyesight back. We sitting here New Year's Eve. She says to me, I said, what do you want from this year? She said, I don't want nothing. I just want to go somewhere. I told Ohead last week, I will do everything in my power. I will die getting this woman to a beach, to an island, to show my appreciation. You know what I mean? And I said to Ohead that I deserve it. I deserve to do that for her. And he was like, don't use deserve. You know what I mean? That's not the word you want to use. I couldn't think of another word, but I understood what he meant. You know what I mean? So when I sit here and I watch y'all and I watch him and I watch how he talk, man, that ain't the guy I get behind closed doors, man. Like that bro right there, he's something different. He might fly off the handle, he might come out all hard and everything, but yo, he's the sweetest person to everybody he loves, man.
And I second that, bro, because I sit on here week by week, and I don't think people understand when I say OG and I talk every day. We literally talk every day. It might not be about shit every day, but we gonna get our conversation in. And just like you said, the snippet like that they get to see on screen, and everybody at the well, I can't say everybody, but a lot of people at the network have had that experience with OG to say that, yo, what you guys see is only because the subject matter brings that out of him. When I was going through what I was going through just now, I probably will never share those conversations that we had, and what I'm currently going through. He has said something to me today. He probably don't even know how much it resonated with me, but it did, and it'd be those little pearls of wisdom that helps me get through, because it's never going to be what you want. It's always going to be what you need. And the fact that he takes the time to give a fuck about what you need speaks volumes to the type of person that he is. And more importantly, bro, like I don't know your wife's name. Like, OG speaks so highly of you, bro.
Danielle, name Danielle.
All right, so I just wanted to give Danielle her flowers, and I want to salute your wife Danielle for not allowing you to give up. Because just how highly OG speak about you, like I can't wait to be in your presence and meet you, good brother.
Same here, man.
And the fact that she didn't allow you to give up when you went to that dark place, figuratively and literally, is a testament to her love for you and how much she means to you and your family and how much they need you on this planet. Didn't matter if you couldn't see. Up here, those experiences, that wisdom, that love that you exude that goes beyond sight, taste, smell, feel, that you possess, she valued that.
Yeah.
She valued that.
Yeah.
That was important to her. Salute to your wife, Danielle, man. And I'm inspired. Whatever you need, man, to get y'all to that beach. If I can help, let me know, good brother. Because honestly, we just did women's. Because enough of this, and again, salute to OG, because we don't have enough of this over the airwaves. There's always controversy. There's always negativity. There's always Blueface and Chris Sean punching each other in the fucking face, right? But understand this. The fact that OG built this program, people know him as Angry OG. Mm-hmm. And the curveball with the formula was, yo, I want to build better relationships between black women and black men, or black and brown women and men, and stood on it. It was totally out of left field. Nobody expected that from him. But he took the initiative because he wanted to put stories like this out into the universe, out into the internet. So that should be the type of relationship goal you looking for, right? And I started to say on Women's Wellness Wednesday with Tarika Bright, she had spoke to how her husband held her down in a time of need. Now, in the span of 2 hours, we done heard stories of Black men and now Black women holding each other down in ways that mean more than anything that you can earthly possess. And those are the type of stories that it ain't about tugging at your heartstrings, but it's about people in relationships currently needing to hear so they can get some understanding on how to deal and cope and what it means to actually be there for somebody.
Yo, if I could say something else, man, I really believe the turning point in our relationship and our marriage is when we got back together, and I heard when I clicked on here, I heard y'all saying it. We started communicating, and my biggest thing now is when I make moves, I take her feelings into consideration. So before I do anything, I think how it's going to affect her out in these streets. Because I'm like a man always said, you a reflection of me. I'm a reflection of her.
Go ahead, Bridger.
I just want to say one thing, because the Sprinter is outside honking the horn.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to say this one thing though, and AOG, my story is very similar to how yours started off. Also, I'm not going to dive into it because I'll be here all night. But I do want to say this. I feel like a big problem is because as a culture, male and female, we're not taught what love is. We find out what love is.
Yep.
You understand? So outside of our family, outside of brother, sister, friend, we feel like if anybody else gives us this type of feeling, then we're supposed to be with them. We're not supposed to be with everyone who makes us feel loved. You understand? So this is I commend you guys for sharing your story. And I wish I could dive in a little more, but there will be more formulas, and trust and believe. I got some stories for your ass on this particular topic. So I want to thank you guys tonight, especially you, Am. It says Am. What?
That's Anthony Metlock.
Oh, that's my man from the comments. What's up, good brother? How you doing?
Hey, Bridger, man.
Good, my man. Hey,
I
man,
can do good run-ups on people too. I run up on people real good too. Just keep that in mind.
Okay, hey man, we might could try you out on the Goonie Squad. I gotta see how fast you run a 40-yard dash, baby.
All right,
gotta see how fast you run. But yeah, the Sprinter van is outside. They said my water is hot for my feet. I gotta go back to Aruba and go get Serafina. So I just wanted to put that in there real quick. To everybody that's in the comments, everybody that's watching, we got to learn what love is. And just because someone allows you to feel loved in their presence, it does not mean that you are supposed to engage with them romantically. With that being said, toodaloo.
Okay, good brother. So when you was talking about who I am at the core or whatever, it reminded me of something that Michelle had said when we was going through like a little rough patch before it was over. Like I said, she was friends with my real friends, and they cared about her and my family also. So she was talking to one of my friends when we was having a rough patch, and she said he need to stop being Boo and just be Lamont. Her words.
It's insane that you say that, right? Because a lot of times, we had a conversation last night, and it was in the after dark, and it's okay to speak to this because it's just something that I'm reminded of all the time. I find that a lot of people, when they find them, or a lot of women, when they find themselves interested in me, they interested in what's on the screen, big exclusive. They have all these like wild assumptions about who I am, what I have, and what I have going on, and ultimately, they forget that my name is Shannon. Big exclusive is just a very small portion or a persona that I developed, and that's inside me that allows me to have certain conversations that I don't normally have in real life.
It's your alter ego.
It's my because Angry OG or Boo will tell you a lot of what you may see on the podcast. It's still me, but when we out and about and in public or in the public, I'm very, very reserved, very laid back. Even when I run into people on the streets, it happened the other day in the market. I ran into somebody. They was like, "Yo, you big exclusive," and I'm like it made me uncomfortable. Like, yeah, that's me, but they was like, "Yo, I thought you would be unapproachable," and it was like, "Yo, what you see again is just a snippet of who I am." I be wanting people to understand like who I am overall as a person, and most people only be interested in big exclusive. And you build something on that, similar to what OG was saying. Boo was just that persona that was in the street, right? And that's something that he developed and had to carry and stand on and live by because it carried weight, right? That name hold weight. If you know, you know. But behind closed doors, she wanted the man that she married, the name that was on the birth certificate, Lamont. So ultimately, I understand exactly where she was coming from. And now, after the fact, which is hindsight is always 2020, you kind of get where she coming from because she wanted access to you and not that persona that was out in the streets.
Yep.
That's wild, man.
And I like y'all telling me about these conversations that I have with y'all, but that shit is two ways though. Like I've had many conversations with Ant where he had to be the one on the other end talking me down.
And Shannon, you know that's hard. You know that's hard, Shannon.
If you ever had to do it, yeah. Shit, last night, man. Last night, I think we had our worst argument ever. Now it didn't first of all, it's two things. It's two things that we have an understanding about. Number one is that we love each other. I'm not afraid to say I love my brothers. That's number one. Number two, he's a specific way all the time. I get that way every now and again. And it just so happened that it was Pandora's box and it was just a misunderstanding. And what I love about my relationship with OG is he headstrong, but at the same time, he don't let shit linger. He say what he say. He say what he mean and he mean what he say. And I'm on the opposite spectrum. We gonna get some understanding, nigga. You know how he is, and he don't want to get no understanding. It's over. It's over. I said it's over. It's over. Like, no, nigga. Now I'm headstrong. No, we gonna get some understanding.
What I do with him, I let him get it out.
Right.
And then I try to think of what I want to say before I want to say it, because sometimes he can take you to where he's at.
Right.
And you be on 1,000 too.
Right.
But both of us on 1,000 ain't good.
Yeah.
So then I got to play the other side of it. And then I slowly try to get him back. And it sometimes takes about 2-3 phone calls. He'll hang up.
He'll take his ball and go home, won't he?
I'm gonna call you back. I'm like, no, I call him back. No, we ain't doing that. He good for that. Let me handle this real quick. No, man, no.
Yeah, he hit me with the I'm cool and just bang.
Yeah. But now laugh at him when he hit me with the jaw, beloved. Oh, beloved, for real. That's what we do the beloved John now. All right, you right.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I'm only like that with people that I love and I know they love me the same way, and they're gonna be honest with me. Like, y'all not gonna just take my side because y'all my motherfucker. Y'all gonna tell me, y'all gonna call the ball and strike a strike, and I respect that.
And that's the kind of friends you should want. You shouldn't want somebody that's gonna always tell you everything you do is right, because everything I do ain't right.
Yeah.
Right. Facts.
Let me vent, let me get it out, and then tell me what it's hitting for. Tell me like, no, nigga, you was wrong.
And I've learned a lot about myself, relationship-wise, with women. from a lot of the stuff that I did in my past, or whatever. And it's fucking embarrassing to sit here and know that I did and said some of the shit that I actually did.
Man, I heard a lot of women, and I ain't happy about it. I'm sorry. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, like it's just crazy. Like I just created a path of destruction. It just broken hearts all in my wake, man, and not on purpose though. I never set out to purposely hurt nobody.
It wasn't on purpose, but I mean, it still wasn't right. But to sit here, what's so dope about these shows y'all have on this network is you got 3 grown ass men sitting here telling each other they love them.
Oh yeah,
we wasn't raised to do that.
Nope,
not as men.
No,
you don't talk like that to another man.
That's weakness.
Yeah.
So to have something like this, have a platform where we can talk freely, we can have. I don't think they arguments. I think they more of disagreements. We have disagreements and we can move forward. You know what I mean? That's why I love the podcast. I love this show. I love all the shows on the network because it just gives you a place to, one, feel comfortable and be free, speak your mind, and knowing that nobody's gonna hold it against you. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we need that. We need that because, like you said earlier, you said I come on here and I don't let everything out, but I tell some of my stuff because you need an outlet. If you don't have an outlet, you're going to boil up inside, and then a person can just accidentally brush up against you, and you're going to go off.
Yeah.
I can sit here and tell stories to 3:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
You heard a lot of them. Both of y'all heard a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, so
both of y'all have encouraged me to do what?
Write a book.
Yeah.
It's amazing for the amount of stuff that you surprisingly to me talked about on like the podcast over this year. And everybody know this thing is therapy for me. I'm gonna do it whether I get paid a nickel or ever get any notoriety or any of that because I need that pressure release. But for the amount of stories you set up here and told, and the amount of stories you haven't told, and I tell people, yo, he done lived 3 lifetimes already, and his story is powerful enough that he should share it. And the one thing he has said to me, I don't know if he said it to you, and he has said to me, like, look, man, I ain't nobody. Like, you don't want to hear my story.
Or the joint hit me with is it's a story that everybody know. It ain't the story everybody know.
It's not. It's his perspective. Nobody experienced it like he experienced it. And 90% of the people who write books out there ain't famous.
No,
they got famous because of the words and the experiences that they shared. And I'm with you, and I encourage him to, write that book because ultimately you could help somebody. You could help somebody.
Like I told you something last week that I didn't share with
nobody ever.
Yeah.
And the shit blew my mind. And I was mad. When he told me. But first of all, that speaks to the trust that we have between each other.
Right.
But it also speaks to the amount of shit I don't even know now. Right? The amount of shit I don't even know. And I think it's important.
I spoke to Ann about it.
Oh, after we talked?
Yeah, I spoke to Ann about it too.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
he came to the same conclusion that you did.
That was crazy. That was
crazy, right?
That was crazy.
Now, and then you look. So now, without letting the cat out the bag or anything, but Ant, what he told you, we both know now. But we also know that after the relationship and what happened after that, and it made me like it scared me because of what could have happened to him.
Right.
It scared me because of what that person was into and the ramifications of what could have been. So I'll say this, bro, whether we arguing or fighting or laughing, joking, or breaking bread, I'm blessed that you here, bro. Super blessed that you here. And I appreciate your presence in my life for sure.
Absolutely. I'm with you on that one, man. It's you don't get and tell people now, I don't have friends. I either have homies or I have family.
Right.
Homie is somebody that can say the exact same thing a family member say to me, but the family member is going to cut me deeper. And that relationship, that relationship is built after trust and disclosing things that we wouldn't do to other people. And I told him, I said, man, you my old head, but you my uncle, man. And he keep trying to tell me, yo, you my brother. No, you my uncle, because I'm showing you that level of respect. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But to have somebody like both of y'all, man, like I don't know you that close, Shannon, but if old head tell me you good folks, you good folks.
Facts.
And I met Ant on the football field about 9-10 years ago.
Oh man, you let me tell you real quick how
they
that.
don't even know that side of him.
Let me tell you, first of all, I grew up in North Philly, Logan, and West. When you heard about somebody from the bottom, y'all wasn't the people to trust. Yeah, I mean, so then he's coming up to the field, and all you hear is, yo, when since y'all threw his name already out there, since when Boo get up here, man, yo, man, stuff's gonna change, man, yo, my man this, my man that. I'm like, yo, who is this? Who is this man they keep talking about? I get up, I meet him, yo, man, he the biggest teddy bear there is, man. I said, yo, what is this, man? This ain't the guy that they wolfing about, man. And then slowly but surely, he start revealing stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay. All right. And then you, like you said, his name hold weight. You mentioned his name to a couple people. Yeah. Oh, okay. I understand that. You know, so it's so funny, man.
So now it's like to see him doing this, right?
Oh my goodness.
I really don't talk to people that I don't know.
When I told him, when he told me about the podcast, I said, yo, that's perfect for you. And he's like, no, man, I don't know. I
can't see it. He kept saying to me, yo, I can't see it. Man, I don't see it.
If you go in there and just be you,
just be yourself.
More than enough. It's gonna pop. It's gonna pop.
And listen, he kept saying, man, I don't see what you see. I said, listen, do me a favor. Just give me one. If you give me one and you hate it, I'll never bother you about it again.
Right.
We're gonna get these t-shirts off. We're gonna handle this business because that's my big bro. That's my but we business partners too.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro, if you hate it, you don't like it, you never have to do it again. I won't bother you again. Man, since the day he came on screen, every message I get is like, yo, old head wild as shit. Like, he funny as hell. And as he started to see the physical, tangible numbers do this, he's still like, man, I don't see it. Like, no, I get messages like, yo, that show was incredible. He like, no, that was regular. Like, what was so good about that show that was
y'all got a special thing going on, man.
But it's the chemistry that's coming together, man. It's the fact that these people in the comments keep coming back, keep showing love. The one thing they keep doing that I absolutely love is they keep telling their folks about it. And that's all we need. Just continue to tell your folks about it.
Yeah, I do notice.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of podcasts
without them.
I watch a lot of podcasts, and the way y'all interact with the audience is the best I've seen. Like I said to old head one time, I was like, yo, I said, I like how y'all do the job. I said, but just imagine if y'all actually was answering phone calls and had people on. But y'all do it with the videos.
Yeah.
Y'all bring somebody in. And that's hot too. I mean, like it's a good concept what y'all have going on, man.
All right, before we get out of here, I'm not taking over OG show. I just got to ask.
We got to address some of these comments because I know they.
So real quick, what beach did she decide she wanted to go to, bro?
She don't even care, man. So I'm actually looking to Peru because my cousin's stationed out there, so we might go to Peru.
Okay. All right. So listen, I'm gonna have OG hit you behind the scenes so we can talk because the people have spoken. They want to help y'all out, bro. Now.
Oh, damn. I'm going to say this. I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm good.
Oh,
I knew
listen,
you was gonna say it.
It's
I knew
all
you was
on
gonna
me.
say it.
yeah, I figured as much. But
He ain't no different than me and you when it comes to that.
We created a family, right? And even if it's not money, right? Even if you won't accept money, they gonna want to do something for you and your wife, bro. Because the culture that we creating at the network is family. So even if it's not money, bro, we gonna want to do something for you to show, number one, our appreciation for Black love and the way it's conquered and the example that you shared with us, right? But two is just our way of showing love, bro.
Yo, I
So
was
we gonna
shaking.
figure out something.
I was shaking telling my story, man. I ain't tell too many people how dark I was, man. I was dark.
I was there for it. I was there for it.
So I told mine's live on the air, bro.
Yeah.
My whole I told mine's live on air, and I'd probably say it was one of the scariest things I ever did because I feared being judged so heavily because most people like, oh, he got his shit together, he this, he that. Nah, I'm human.
Like I shared something live on air that was crazy. That not too many people know about it. And I was able to walk away from that shit intact, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fellas, before we get out, I just want to say a couple of things. Real quick.
Yeah.
That adult game night is not our twist.
Right.
But since it's the network, I will definitely sponsor 2 people. Y'all figure out who it's gonna be.
Oh.
And also the Fat Gene activated. I want in.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm gonna drop your hoodies off on Friday, Ant.
Okay.
Hey, I just picked up a new toy, Ant. I just picked up a new toy.
Yeah,
okay.
So,
14 with the cinematic.
Yeah,
twist.
He got a new phone, his bitch ass.
Yeah, that's gonna be her Valentine's Day gift with a.
So we got like 4 minutes left. So let's I want to address these comments before we get out of here because they typed them in and I gotta get some of them in.
All right, come on, let's see. Let's go here.
Niche, such a blessing to have someone like her. That's to you, Ant. That's such a blessing to have somebody in your corner like that.
Appreciate
Tiffany
that.
Ann, Tony Carter, my teary-eyed ass. All praises to the Most High for restoring your vision. All praises to your guys.
Appreciate that.
Luke Lamar, want to help too, Big E.
Appreciate you.
Concrete, she's an amazing woman. That
yes,
she is. I know her. I personally know her.
There she is.
It's so comforting to see you fellas express yourselves and the transparency from Concrete Roses to record. Luke Lamar, the mental clarity I feel after hearing that story has me realizing what really matters. That's what I'm saying. Like, this kind of stuff is necessary, man. Like, you never know what did it do for somebody. Tony Carter said our communities and our culture needs this. AOG, praises to you. Thanks a lot. Black love will conquer. It definitely will, Tiffany Ann. Definitely will.
Let's see. Here we go.
Mike Montgomery, I love my person the same, OG, and I got the same treatment, but because my soul wouldn't allow me to be negative in any way, it allowed me be the person I am today while I still showing love to that person. That's big, though. That's big. That's big. Bebop. That's Bebop, right? And JJ is Rocksteady, right?
Rocksteady.
Tanel Creamy, good evening. How you doing? What's up? What up, Tim? Love to see it by Tanel Creamy. Mike Montgomery take a lot to admit your part leading up to the relationship's demise. It was a really big breakthrough for me going forward. Lillian cannot go outside. Lillian said, we family, Ant. Don't ever be afraid to speak your piece, bro.
Appreciate you.
Concrete candles again. We can offer a concrete rose candle company couples candle making workshop to him and his beautiful wife.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Bam.
That's decent. That's deep, man.
Bam.
Tony Carter, I'm so looking forward to love in my future. I have so much hope just listening. It's out there. You just got to grasp it and do right by it.
It's somebody
David said,
someone.
Y'all give my sis Janelle, Duchess, Wide Body, Richard a family welcome.
See,
we got to give her one, man.
All right, I was just gonna
We can
say
give her
it's
one.
not. This is the formula.
We could give her one though.
We could give her one. We gonna give
can
her
give her
one.
one.
We gonna give her one then. Janelle, this one is for you. This is how we welcome people to the Big Exclusive Network family.
Yo, that little girl hit her head.
We got a good 60 seconds, man. We got any more comments to put up for these last 60 seconds? Because we got to segue into the rabbit hole at
Here
9
we go.
o'clock. Tony Carter, private dinner on me for Ant and his wife. You guys are so deserving.
Wow.
Yo, that's decent, man.
Appreciate that.
We gonna make Ant cry. Tanil Creamy
I'm
said
sorry.
BN is the best I've come across on all levels. The diversity of topics and support is amazing. We appreciate that. We really appreciate that. And we strive for togetherness in our community. We need it.
That's right, man, for sure.
We strive for togetherness. So with that
Ant,
being
you got a
said,
private dinner.
I
candle
apologize for the
workshop
comments that we didn't get to
No, this
because
is
we was running our
crazy.
mouths. But we appreciate all the comments. They all are welcome. And with that being said, we're going to get out of here and segue to the rabbit hole with Mr. Cheese, Bianca, and Taj Mahal. Peace and blessings, good people. We catch up with y'all later on.
Love y'all.